guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Rugrats issue 1. So I actually got this comic at New York Comic Con last week. This is the New York Comic Con variant, and the artist of the comic did sign it, and I just didn't have a chance throughout the week to review it. So the issue will be coming out this Wednesday, so I still got an advance review up for it, and I was excited for this. I'm a huge Nickelodeon fan. I love the Rugrats. I grew up with the show, so I'm happy that Boom Studios is giving us some more Nickelodeon comic books. Next will be Rocko's Modern Life. We'll see what else they end up announcing, but I was most excited for Rugrats. So let's start talking about the artwork. Now, the artwork is a bit different from the show, which is a little disappointing. It's, I would call it more chibi form, so it's a little bit of a cuter form of our Rugrats, some exaggerated features going on. Chucky has definitely bigger hair than he does in the show, and everyone kind of has these more expressive eyes, which was kind of weird and to get used to with the book. But I did like some of the callbacks to the colors of the television show, like these squigglies in the background, and there's also a couple of Nickelodeon references throughout the book also. So there's one where they're watching TV and the three men that would sing during the commercials was in the background. Let me see if I can find that. I think it's towards the... Here it is. So you get some Nickelodeon references put throughout, and again, the coloring definitely is what I was most impressed with, but, you know, the hits of nostalgia was really well done, and like I said, the squigglies really show that, but also this issue is trying to give us a modern take of the Rugrats. So they have cell phones, and these droids looking at their kids, so, and even get to see some text messages between the parents. So if you're looking for a more modern take of the Rugrats, you really get that here. But let's start talking about the story. Now, the story is a little all over the place. They try to do a couple of adventures throughout the issue. So the first adventure is a Reptar-centered story between Chucky and Tommy, and also, of course, Lil and Phil. And then it jumps to Tommy doing like this wrestling one, which I was not as interested in. And then the droid that Chucky's dad has, we get to see Chucky and Tommy trying to avoid that and seeing what that's all about. And I guess the ending's a bit meta, where Tommy's like, something's wrong, you know, something's going on. What's all this technology about? So I guess that's a bit meta to, obviously, this technology not being in the 90s, which I thought was interesting. So, I did like the aspect that we get to see the imagination of our children, of our kids, because that's the most important part of Rugrats, is seeing how kids can make an imaginary game out of nothing and see a perspective of a toddler. That's really what the Rugrats was about. I just kind of wish that they focused on one adventure. Kind of felt like they were jumping all over the place, and I didn't really get to hear their voice in this book, especially Tommy. Felt like Tommy was a little out of character in this issue, especially that wrestling type storyline I thought was a little weird. Even though they do have some of their taglines in the issue with some of their dialogue, I feel like there was something missing from that personality of these Rugrats. So overall, this issue is kind of in the middle for me. It doesn't really fill the Rugrats feel I wanted, but I will try out the next issue, see where it goes, especially because I want to see how Angelica will be put into this book and what her form and what her place will be in the comic, and how they hopefully will tell a serialized story with this book. So Rugrats issue 1 gets 3 stars. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.